Hey, welcome to the attic. I am Manadad, playing some triple core set draft here. M19 is the one I don't know very well. A 2-1 that can draw you 2 cards for 5 seems good. It's a wizard. Maybe it'll be relevant one day in Historic. A 2-2 for 1. Good for some kind of aggro. I think this Dragon Egg is decent, right? It dies into a 2-2 pumpable flyer. Fired Charge. I was hoping to wheel these in a previous draft, and they didn't wheel, so maybe these are higher picked. Because there's definitely some go wide decks here. This 3-2 flash can be good. Colossal Dreadmaw's good. A lot of halfway decent stuff here. Comfortable Chill can be good. I'll just take the rare. Stay open. If you gain life, create a 1-1 bat. That seems pretty good. Otherwise, we got Make a Stand, which is very good. That's another like mass board pump. This Nightmare's Thirst played well for me when I was in that Lifegain deck. Also just got the removal here, Strangling Spores. Doesn't kind of lock us into colors. Lots of incidental ways to gain life, and you just take over the game. The black-white theme comes back in M21. I think we'll take it at the risk of putting people into white and black here. Probably an argument for just taking the Falcon and trying to go aggro. Here's the 3-4 flyer with the gain life thing. Aegis of the Heavens. Rabid Bite. Oh, these vampires. 2-2 flyer. I wonder if this 2-2 flyer is just better than a 3-4 flyer. I'm gonna cast this in more games. Oh. 3-4 that gains you 3 is pretty nice. Yeah, somebody's probably going to go into black out of this pack. There's the. This is a really good one because of the first strike. I like this guy a lot as a 2-drop. We already have a 5-drop. Maybe we'll just take the 2-2 flyer. Maybe we should take. Yeah, okay. I think we're going down the gain life equal to its power. That is a very narrow kill spell versus Take Vengeance, which is going to hit a lot of things. Also like the Arcane Encyclopedia, I have to say. Now this is a good build around. Target artifact creature gets +2/+2 and indestructible. That's pretty awesome. You take that over just plain removal. Oh no. I don't have any removal. Alright, I haven't played that card yet, so we'll give it a try. We can get a Take Vengeance right here. With the Rupture Spire for splashing. 4-2 Menace is good. Vitalize is good. Oh, well, I think we're going to take the removal now. Here's another gain life creature. This is interesting. It's defensive and then lets you start getting in damage. Artifact creature. Of course, giving it indestructible doesn't do much. Yeah, we can take another one. Don't need to load up on 4-drops here. Load up on removal. This is a good card too. Mystic Archaeologist is not looking very likely, but we could pivot. I guess we could just be white-blue or something. Flash these black cards. Or who knows, maybe we open up something really good. See who we're drafting against. Oh, Yo Mama. Didn't know Yo Mama was in our draft pod here. Silver Quill. Audits. Karn is coming. Speaking of red. Now we got the Skeleton Archer. Again, we're just getting the 5-drops. I just don't think this is like... You'd really want your gain life deck, I guess, to want to draft these. I think you just take a creature first. Well, there's the Inspired Charge. I think I'll take that over the Hired Blade. Lots of good white go wide stuff. It's also good with flyers. We're kind of in Esper flyer colors. Plain nasty. Matte. Can't see through it because it's matte. Fedor. Obviously you don't see Ixor's face because it's played as a morph. Get our curve here. Fire Charge is kind of more like a later thing. Okay, well, the Falcon came back. We've also got this Gearsmith Guardian, which plays with the Dwarven Priest, the Aether Shield Artificer. I think we'll try to take, like, you know, Pestermite or whatever they're called. What are they called? Not Pestermites, the Prismites. Little guys. Otherwise, nothing much here. Maybe blue is more open. So we could take a Totally Lost. Or Comfortable Chill is interesting. I'll take a Totally Lost. That's very splashable. +2/+2 in flying. Oh, same decision again. Well, now we'll get one of each. Or 2 Uncomfortable Chills. And another Totally Lost. Wow. I guess blue is open. Oh, Field of the Dead. That's cool. That's a real difficult build around in Limited, though. Tempted just to rare draft it here. The Sanitarium Skeleton, we got the Marauder's Axe, we got the Squad Captain. Got the Eternal Isolation for more white removal. Frostlinks is really good. Air Elemental is really good too. Maybe we should just take one of those. Well, we got a Bone Splinters, we got Soul Salvage. Tail's End is another one that's trickier to play in Limited, but very good in Constructed. And the Boreal Elemental. See, the blue is very, very flowing in this pack here. Or something like Moorland Inquisitor. I guess it is a nice 2-drop here. And Pacifism. I guess we're definitely white. We need to take the good white cards when we get a chance. Hate to pass that Boreal Elemental though. Very splashable too. there's our Prismite. We could also just take the Griffin Sentinel. Could also take the Ironroot Warlord, which can be a real house. And just move into white-green. I think that's the highest upside pick. We might even wheel this Prismite. Oh, double Ironroot Warlord. Okay. Maybe we're going white-green. Not really splashing those. Get our curve here. You could splash the totally lost. Yeah, Skeleton Archer is not that much of a pull into black, or as Bone Splinters really. So we got the Marauder's Axe, we got a Blade Brand, we got the Sage's Road Denizen, which is interesting because that can actually be a win condition. The game stalls out here, and this can be a slow format. Or the 2/1 that can't attack or block alone. This is a very aggro card. Ugh. Put Denizen just in case. Protect blue. Griffin Protector, solid. Also got the Soul Mender, which is good life gain trigger. That would be really, really good with the Regal Bloodlord. That in there, because we'd only be splashing black. Would you take a Griffin over? Would you pass a Griffin Protector for it? Maybe. Maybe. Back on the gain life train. 2/1 protection from black. Or the Epicure of Blood. Yeah. Back on the gain life trigger train. I guess we're just trying to splash green for this. Maybe if we get another nice green card. Gotta go hard on those dual lands. I think somebody's taking them. Yeah, wow, the Frostlinks came back. Our chances of playing blue have gone down. I think we'll just take the Marauder's Axe. Right on the Falcon. To get some more things. This is a good go wide. Well, not a good go wide, but it's a playable go wide card. Probably will be cut. We need like thing that makes small creatures. Thornwood Falls, unfortunately, not a duel we want. Might of the Masses could be playable in our deck, but we'll just take a white 2-drop. Gotta have enough of those to get on the board here. Do we build our... We'll build our vault. Take the uncommon. Correct play was probably to take... So this is rule of law. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. It's not really super playable and limited. Mind Rot or Marauder's Axe number 2. Or just build the vault. Alright, we'll just build the vault. Italian Foot Soldier. Won't be getting a second one of those. Blue's still looking open. Okay, well, paid off for the life gain, the aggressive life gain drafting. Also got an Anointed Chorister here in this pack. Finishing Blow is great. We gotta take Vito. Vito Corleone. Oh, Basri's Acolyte versus Anointed Chorister. We're pretty thick on 4-drops. Well, we're only mildly thick on 4-drops. This is gonna get cut if we don't get something for it. Let's go with the Basri though. Grasp of Darkness is good there too. Okay, well Palladium Mirror plays with the whatever she's called. Ether Shield Artificer. Also got this lifelinking vampire, which is the house here. Kind of like these ramp creatures though. I think this is pretty good. The Palladium Mirror. Ooh, okay. We got the Blood Glutton. The Lurker is okay, but the Tempered Veteran. Dub is also really good. +2/+2 in first strike. Oh, do I have enough small drops? Just win games. Oh, I need to be looking at the lands too. Hopefully haven't passed any lands that we needed. Try and splash the green. We've like seen no green. Well, there's a black-green land. Chrome Replicator is interesting. We do have 2 Ironroot Warlords. No double ups on any other creatures. I think we'll just take the splash land. A good blue in the pack. Oh. Well, we could just rare draft here. Not splashing red, so I think a Prismite is good for a splash. As much as I want to just take that. Maybe Wield a Cage Zombie. Radiant Fountain we're going to try not to play, even though it is a gain life land. You'd probably just play it as an 18th land, and it's not an 18 land deck. I don't think. Our top of our curve's just at 5. Temple of Milady. So take another early drop. Infernal Scarring is interesting. Noxious Grasp from sideboard. Marauder's Axe, I guess, does the work of Internal Scarring in some dimension. Just a splash blue. I like the Runed Halo. Gale Swooper versus just a 1/3 Peggy or the Celestial Enforcer. How many flyers do we have? 1. That's a short-term flyer. Well, I guess we took the Enforcer. Well, this is not a gain life thing though. I'll just take the Battalion. Aggressive. I guess the world wants us to have a Tempered Veteran. This Death Touch or Lifelink is pretty good in our deck too, but take another early creature. There's the Infernal Scarring. Leona Steward. Feat of Resistance is interesting. We're gonna have like the dub to put on stuff. I like the Infernal Scarring. Probably won't play it. Windscarred Crag. Oh, this does gain life at least. We might play it as... How much do we want to trigger the Regal Bloodlord though? I won't play it. And we got the Chrome Replicator. Came back. Not sure we play that. We can sideboard it in if we find we're really needing it. Alright, more than enough playables here. Warland Inquisitor, Pacifism, take vengeance, double take vengeance. I wonder if we even need the Bone Splinters. How many creatures we got? We got 20 creatures. We do have a lot of creatures, so Bone Splinters is okay. Infernal Scarring. I think we've only got room for so many of these pump spells, and we'd rather, well, would we rather, maybe we'd rather have Infernal Scarring than the Mighty Leap, although we're going to try to be heavier white. Celestial Enforcer. Makeshift Battalion is questionable. Yeah, we do want to be heavier creatures just because of this guy. Now the Ether Shield Artificer. We've got the Prismite and the Palladium Mirror that they can pump, that it can pump up. Questionable. Or Priest, Bazri's Acolyte, much better. Squad Captain, also questionable. Because it can sometimes just be a 2/2 for 5, you know? It can be a real feel bad. Then you just wish you had this 4/4. Or even this 3/3. We got 18 white, 7 black, 2 green. I think I want to be sure to have 9 white sources. I think 3 green plus the Prismite. Enough for the Warlords. Although we could just cut the Warlords. The question of that. We're still looking at 3 cuts here. I'm going to trust that we have enough removal in white here between the Pacifism and the 2 Take Vengeances. Take Vengeances are much weaker. Maybe we cut 1 Take Vengeance and keep in the 1 Bone Splinters. Celestial Enforcer. We can get that many flyers. We got the Falcon, we got the Bloodletter, we got the Bloodlord. Still pretty good aggro card if we do have a flyer out. What's our final cut here? We have 19 creatures. We could cut a creature. We could cut the Squad Captain. Maybe it's just kind of gilding the lily when we got the Warlords. Let's give it a try. Hey, while we're waiting for the match to start, be sure to subscribe, all that jazz. Leave a comment predicting how we're going to do. And I'll see you in the matches. Hey. Don't have our main color. We do have a chance. We do, however, have Prismite on 2 and a chance to get to Bloodletter. I'm going to keep it. Would really regret this. we play the Shieldmate with the Prismite, they're probably just going to kill the Prismite. Against Jacarada. Do-de-do. Jacarada taking their time. Hope this isn't an arena crash of some kind. Saw this the other day where they just like run out of time and then it just hangs. Alright, well, I will pause the video. You won't have to wait. Oh, but if you're watching on YouTube, you know you can double tap the screen and go ahead, so that's a hot tip. If you ever do get stuck waiting on one of these videos. Wow, so their turn just timed out. We drew a card. Opponent must have disconnected or something. Oh, okay, they're back. Turn to Slag. Maybe they intentionally wanted to discard Turn to Slag? Usually you would discard a creature intentionally for a Reanimator. Oh, okay. They just giving us an easy first win here. I'll take it. I'll take it. Playing against Marvin Gardens. Big fan of Monopoly. Maybe even bigger fan of Magic, because that's what they're playing right now. Okay, well we got Rustwing Falcon. If we get one more dub on a Rustwing Falcon, seems pretty darn good. Vito with the Dwarven Priest for the late game. Opponent is going first. So we're really relying on this Falcon. Drawing a land. Little Monopoly story this brings up. My brother, who's been on the channel many times, Broby1 Kenobi, we would play Monopoly and he loved to get Marvin Gardens. And it became like his catchphrase where he would like roll and he would go, I wish I had Marvin Gardens. I wish I had Marvin Gardens. It's just a 1/2 bird. It's nothing to be scared of. Don't worry, opponent. Oh, wow. Well, we got our splash color here. Let's drop that because that could signal a pump spell. Against white-green, they could like put an enchant and they're an enchanter deck. That makes me think that dub is not as good. Of course, if they lock down Rustwing Falcon. Now I think we want to get Vito down to get the Dwarven Priest down. Next turn. See if we can get them to use their pacifism or something on Vito. We've also got the Skeleton Archer as an option. Or if they make an X1 creature of any kind. Yeah, they're looking at that Vito. Makeshift battalion. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll do double white. Get this. Little combo. At least 2 other creatures, so they need to get 1 more creature attacking anyway. Got some big butts here. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. So we'll have the mana to activate Vito next turn. It's pretty good. Oh, okay. We put the luminous bonds on that. So we got at least got that out of their hand. I was itching to attack here. Hopefully they'll drop an X1 here. Otherwise, I think we dub. Maybe we just get a 3/3 down. Hard to know. Angelic Ascension. Sure. Okay, well that messes with our dub plans. What we'd like to do is dub Vito, then attack in and then arch down that angel. I think they're gonna maybe we'll just play this for no value here. Oh, vigilance at least. No attacks. Next turn we can double spell. Making the archer a 5/5 first strike. It can also get lifelink. In future turns seems pretty good. Oh, they got Golos. That's pretty sweet. And they just used it to get a forest. I guess they will not be activating Golos. No blocks. Oh, Inspired Charge. Now that's the horse of another color. We would love to play that on a turn where we can really go wide here. Let's just dub up the Skeleton Archer. Get in with that. And that. Might wish we dubbed up the Warlord. Nah, because we won't be able to attack here. Oh, I thought this gave it vigilance. Well, anyway. Well, it's got some tough decisions to make. We're going to have a good blocker down. Well, what's taking them so long? They don't have any available mana. So honestly, just attacking and activating Vito next turn should be a win. They'd have to remove both of these guys. There's Spinner. Okay. Yeah, you gotta deal with Vito. Okay. They did deal with Vito. Got a pretty good thing in our back pocket. Oh, and they are aggressively attacking. Okay, leaving. So that becomes a 3/3. I think we just have to get one of these guys through. Play the Prismite before attacks just to pump up the Warlord one more. Hopefully one of the 5/5s they don't block. Okay, they're doubling up. Doesn't really matter. That should be the ball game. All right, keeping it rolling. Walking on the treadmill here, so I'll turn off the video. Some of you don't like that. Don't like to see me sway side to side. Man, they just don't want to give us our main color. We do, however, have Vito on curve. We can get a white. We can probably get this down. I'm just going to keep it. Trying to throw fewer hands back. Lands? Nope. That is a house, that card. Don't like to see that. Alright, now we really need that plains. When it's in black, so they probably will just remove Vito here. Knowing how it goes. Oh, was this a bad keep? Looking like it. Oh, that's what we wanted for our deck. No attacks. Next turn, we got the Bloodlord. So they definitely popped that scythe on. The question is, do they attack? Probably not, because that keeps me from attacking with the battalion. Wow, it's a mirror match here. Looks like black-white with a splash of green. Two very high quality cards out of the opponent. Guess we'll have two high quality cards down soon. Now this costs, oh, this only costs 1 to equip. Yeah, any equipment that costs 1, I've just decided is like pretty good. Getting the scythe down early too, just to become such a house in the late game. Would love to get that. That lousy Marauder's Axe. So they will not be sacrificing a creature, yeah. Playing a 3/4. That's good. Okay. Aggressive. Huh. Well, we're really stuck on white here. Something to be said for getting the Soul Mender down, because then we can immediately make a 1/1 bat. It's very mana inefficient, though. I guess it works with Vito, though, so let's just get it down. When it's up to 5 mana. Skeleton Archer. Oh no. Oh no. That was, we were planning on that archer. Not looking good for us here. Guess we'll start filling up the air. We can always attack and give a lifelink. We get a blocker for the Patrician for now. This staunch shieldmate is looking pretty bad. Infernal Scarring. Okay, yikes. Yeah, we can't even do anything about that. That's gonna be 7 every turn. Plus they're gaining 4. So it's an 11-point swing every turn. Guess we could chump with the Falcon. We really need our pacifism to deal with that Patrician. Okay, they're getting in. Guess we'll no block for now. Worry about what else opponents got in store here. Going to kill Vito. This is just one of those matches where we have nothing and the opponent has everything they need. But that Skeleton Archer was really crucial. Let's scry and see what we can see. Okay, Bone Splinters. Well, that's a reason to leave the Falcon around. If we attack with the Bloodlord, then we don't have a blocker for these 3/3s. There's Scrying with the Temple. This really is a mirror match. Problem with killing that is that their Malefic Scythe then becomes +2. But I guess if we can just keep making a bat every turn. Maybe they don't attack here. They don't. Yeah. I don't want that shield made around. The bat would be one more thing, but yes, here we'll make it a 4/3. We'd rather trade now before they put the scythe on stuff. Vito power. Well, this game swung around. Now 20-7. Okay. Sorcery. Like we had a chance at a card that was like 2 mana to do the same thing. Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Okay, that holds down the air for them. Annoying. We didn't have enough to equip it yet, though. Actually, we didn't get like a pump spell or something. So we just gotta get in. Yeah. Vito. We can't do the Palladium Mirror. But getting the drain in the bat is actually, did we have lethal there? We just need to keep 5 power and Vito. Yeah, okay. Opponent figured it out before I did. Ranking up. We have fun in the match. Yes, I think we did. Wonder what card provoked that. Is it because we came from behind? That what triggered it? Hard to know. Oh, let's see what was Skyclave GOP. That wasn't worth pausing the recording for. Up against Smithers. I thought the first name was Waylon Smithers. Waylon's brother. Well, we got 2 1-drops. Sure. We can get black. We can Bone Splinters one of them at some point. I love these flyers for 1 because some games you're just going to get in for a bunch of damage. Maybe not against blue. Alright, well, we really need to draw some lands now. Love to hit this Basri on curve. Two 1 trample. Sacrifice, it gets +1/+1. Okay, well, let's not get lands. I think we'll just incentivize them to attack, because even if we draw a land next turn, we got the Take Vengeance. Opponent hits their 3rd land. Ooh, the Larcenist, okay. Oh, it's whenever it attacks it draws a card? Alright, well, we're gonna make him, they might have removal though. We get wrecked here. Hopefully they're just cashing it in. They have a pump spell. Okay. Aggressive, aggressive. I don't want to Bone Splinters because I'd like to Basri's Acolyte. And again, they're just going to keep drawing cards. Like 3 for 1 dust with that 3-drop there. Pretty good for opponent. And we really need lands. Get a couple cards that aren't very good without creatures on board.
Ready? I'm ready. Let's do this.
Ooh. Damage to any target. Well, this will survive anyway. Need to play the 0 value Acolyte. It'd be really bad if they a creature, yeah. Oh.
I just want to hug all those
Just
fire
something else we can't. have a chance to gain 4. I guess with the Ironroot Warlord in hand, we just wait.
Quit it.
This way, we're only losing 1 to the Boreal Elemental. We're starting to chip down that Chandra. We are in big trouble, though. These are 2 high-quality cards, and we're very stuck on land this game. I guess Variance was bound to catch up with us. Give us all our difficult-to-cast cards in one hand. And we stumble on lands. But yeah, they can pump up, so never mind. That isn't as much of a... And they can pump the Mastiff, so now they have a good blocker, yeah. The Regal Bloodlord doesn't block the Boreal Elemental, however, it does threaten the Chandra. Could also just hold down the ground. Epicure. I could also possibly kill the Pack Mastiff with an Inspired Charge here, because they've only got 1 pump. Guess we're just going to play the long game. Even uncommon planeswalkers are just, you feel like, so bad. We talked about this in this format, like they've started printing more answers to planeswalkers at common, but not in these core sets. The planeswalkers are just such good value. I mean, this is just going to sit out every turn and huh. They got 2 metamorphic alterations? Alright, nice.
Time to turn up the heat.
Okay, we are just dead. I don't think we have anything on our deck that can deal with that. We'll let opponent get the satisfaction though. And a Silent Dart, sure, why not? What do we need to cast? I think we need to cast black and red spells to get our quest, so I'll just get that Bloodlord down. And concede. It's the double metamorphic alteration Chandra deck, dealing us our first defeat. What is our record here? 3-1, 4-1? 3-1. Alright, let's play again. Against XKLI. Is that a weird chemical formula? I don't know. Alkali. 1 drop, 2 drop, 4 drop, 5 drop? Yeah. If the Soulmender can survive long enough to start triggering the Bloodlord, that'd be cool. Creature gains haste. That's pretty good. Well, we could bluff here, but I don't think we do. Just here. You almost always trade your Goblin Motivator for a pump spell. Well, the Marauders X is actually going to be a problem, isn't it? Alright, well, we've got the the curve. We got a lot of ways to gain. I hope to play something else other than this next turn, so we get to play this after we got this out. Hopefully we make some bats too. Opponent taking their time here. I guess we could have left that back for defense with the first strike up. Maybe that was the better play. Transmogrifying Wand, sure. That's a very good card. Limited and in Commander. Yeah. Forget to gain life here. I'm surprised opponent didn't equip up an attack. Alright, so we did get the thing. This also is a life gain trigger. But I think we want to get this down. We want to try to get them to use up their Transmogrifying Wand activations on our less good creatures. Guess they don't want to turn our Soul Mender into a 2/4, right? Because then we have a decent blocker. So they could turn their Motivator into a 2/4. Only activate as a sorcery. They kept it open. Very strange. I'll give a first strike. You got a 1-mana spell opponent? Yes. Well, that was a pretty good play by opponent. It cost me a turn. Okay. And they're gonna turn it into a 2/4 at the end. Oh, and they get to keep it, I guess? Controller creates a 2/4. Nice. Good combo. Good combo. We forget to gain life. We were so the feeling the Regal Bloodlord is about to become a 2/4. We really can't afford to let it just sit out there and keep making bats. Oh, alright, they're gonna take a turn off. I just sacrificed the Inquisitor at this point. I'm outclassed on this board. Trying to have the flyer. Wow, they just gave up? Had the wand. They just turned my board into 2/4s and put their Marauder's Axe on their 2/4. Alright, I'll take it. I will take it. Don't know why opponent did it, but I will take it. We are 4-1. Feels like we should be 5-1, but I checked. We're 4-1. Alright, well, we don't have black. But we've got 1, 2, 3. Opponent is going first. But 2/4 that makes bats is pretty good, and I think choosing the Soul Warden, the Soul whatever it is that gains you 1 life every turn. I think that was a tough pack to make that call. I think that was the right call. We just have good life gain synergies. Okay, we got a pacifism. Feeling this this takes a long time to get going, huh? Okay. Well, they could have a flash creature, but they don't. Having the Falcon with the Celestial Enforcer feels pretty good. Give me that swamp. Please give me a swamp. Please give me a swamp. They're like worried about the Tempered Veteran, but that really does nothing in my deck until I hit 6 lands. So. Well, it has some kind of kill spell. They're reading all their creatures. Yeah, okay. Electrify, that's fine. Hopefully they don't have a second one. They were spent that one pretty quick. Lightning Stormkin, sure. Not the land I needed. I still get it out, right? Because we want to hit this Tempered Veteran when we get a chance. I think just getting rid of this and just going aggro here is our route. We may wish we didn't. Really just gave us like 1 more damage. Ooh, air elemental. Okay, now we are outclassed. And we don't have... We didn't get the 6th land. So we can't pump up the Falcon. So we are on the back foot now. But they are at 8 and we are at 20. Oof. Okay. Want it with the rare removal. Let me pay red returns, but... Well, that's a very good card. M19. This is instant speed, yeah, okay. I gotta kill the Tempered Veteran. Okay, up to 3 target creatures. They want, oh, because they're gonna free that, yeah. That wasn't a bad draw. And we'll just replay the hand. Game got a lot closer all of a sudden. A couple hits from an air elemental. Opponent has had plenty of removal. I found this card to be kind of weak in M20. Hitting the double pip on 2 doesn't always happen. Okay, well. They got some instant speed removal? No. You can't block your flyers, so. Do we need one more black source in the deck? We haven't had that many mana problems. We had the usual not getting a third land drop kind of problem with a risky keep hand. But otherwise, the mana has been pretty good in the deck. Cure the scene, okay. Thorn is playing removal.deck. Is there any point in playing the plains? I don't think so. Let them worry about what we've got in our hand. They might be sitting on some lands themselves. Ooh, the Empyrean Eagle, okay. Now they feel safe attacking. Or not. Fire Charge would be good for us. This works too. We got a counterspell. I guess in that case we'll drop the land. One's got to worry about us going wide. They could be sending in their Stormkin. Now with the Warlord, they might want to hold back 5 power. Okay, 2/4 Peggy. That's pretty good for them. So, let's do this. I can't see how many lands I've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite enough to do that, and the Dwarven Priest. We'll do this. 2/4 is better than a 1/1. Now, if I attack with the 4/5, they block the 2/4 and the 3/3. I only get to kill one of them. And I lose my Ironroot Warlord, so no attacks. We're just going to try to go wide. We're going to take a couple turns to get enough 1/1s. Picture of the spheres, okay. One's got the crazy flyers deck. Oh, now they're dumping their hand. Now they feel comfortable attacking. Oh, well, would you look at that? I think we want to get down the Epicure first, though. Even though this is more mana efficient. Yeah, no, we'll get down the Epicure first, because that puts him down to 3. No, because this, we need to go wide. We need to go wide. Put him down to 3. Go wide. Oh, opponent just keeps drawing action. No blocks. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 5 blockers. They got 6 creatures. We got 6 creatures. We can get 2 more creatures down here. And they don't drop a creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creatures. 2 of our creatures get through. Fortunately, those 2 would be the 1/1s. Okay, 3 of our creatures gets through. That's lethal. Unless there's some kind of trick here. Opponent just not doing the math. They're thinking about the math. They're just gonna all attack. No blocks. Okay, let's see again. 5, they got nothing in hand. Doesn't like make creatures or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we get through for 4. Hope we did the math correctly. Opponent, you could have survived one more turn. I think they were thinking they hit here and then crack back and win. Good game. Ranking up, ranking up. Now we are 5-1. Up against Swan Get. Swanee. There's good. Like to see that. A little bit land heavy, but I'll keep it. Get our scry. Yeah, we can even cast that, so we'll keep that. Hello. I wonder if people like strategically say hello on those turns just to like fake you out. Can Druid, sure. Well, this pacifism will be handy eventually. Question is, what do we get down first? I think a 1/5, the 3/2, down the 3/2. No attacks. We could attack and see if they wanted to trade out for veteran, but we kind of want to be able to attack with 3 creatures. Next turn, Warlord. Turn after that, Vito and Pacifism if we hit a land. Ember Cat. Woodland Champion. Hate to see that early on. Or we could just kill the 1-drop like that. No attacks. So what are we more worried about? The Woodland Champion, I guess. They've got mana for days with their other creatures. Ranger's Guile, sure, okay. Well, it's probably good we didn't attack then. That's the turn. I like our board. We're going to be making some tokens, opponent. Ooh, a Leafkin Avenger. Okay, can't add green, but that 8 mana thing is no joke. Oh, we really wish we got double black. We attack in with the Ironroot Warlord, they'd have to double block, but we can only kill one of their things. So maybe we just sit back with the Tempered Veteran? It'd be kind of nice to get Vito down this turn. I don't know how we do in a stalemate with that Leafkin Avenger. Yikes, okay. What are we plussing up here? I guess we want to get this to 7 power or 7 toughness. Oh, and we can make another one. To Paradise. So opponent's got the ramp. Ramp and draw. Swan Kit, Swan Kit. Gonna start being able to activate that Leafkin Avenger and hit us for 4 every turn. That seems good. Once again, we can't really be super mana efficient. Two other creatures. Guess we want the Ironroot Warlord to plus up. And Makeshift Battalion can make its own counters, so. Need another black. We get down Vito and then we can probably attack for 23 lifelink. Another Dreadmaw. Nice. Sure. Got 2 Dreadmaw blockers. There's the second black. Just get this down. Maybe an argument for waiting. I guess we'll play this. Might they try and attack all? Let's see. We got 2 9/7s. Yeah. We got more than 23. So let's just wait. We won't show them the second swamp, so they might think they're safe for Vito for a turn. They've got removal. They're definitely going to use it on Vito. There's been an argument, I guess, for waiting until they got a 3rd black source. So, do we risk their last card being removal? Let's just go for it. Alright. Vito! Vetoing the opponent's life total. They were sitting at 23. They said, no thanks, I will concede. GG's. 6-1. Got the all land hand. Keep it. The old Soulmender Epicure combo, if we can survive long enough. Oh, they're gonna falcon us. Gonna falcon us. Hey, Falcon. Where's the Winter Soldier? Ooh, Ancestral Blade. That's a good card. Well, now we get a 2-drop. Okay, yeah. Smart. That means they didn't have removal for the Warlord, because they probably would have used it there. Pass the damage, yeah. Now they can move it back, or they can just play a shield mate, sure. Huh. Well, I was going to play the Inquisitor, but instead I will play Warlord. We'll play it pre-combat, so we make sure we have a 3/5 to attack in with. We have a 3/5 back on defense, so pulling ahead of opponent. Despite their early aggressive flyer here. Razori's Acolyte, good play, good play. They got a 2/2 and a 2/4, or no, oh, they plus with the flyer, of course, yes. We too have a shield mate. They have 5 power. They could block down on the Warlord. I guess we're just better off sitting back. Herald of Faith. Nice. Love to get some removal here. So they could still double block on a Warlord and we only kill one of their guys. Oosh. Could attack with both Warlords. Because we're still holding down the ground pretty well. Yeah, we'll just pass. This deck is surprisingly weak to flyers. Alpine Houndmaster. Whenever it attacks, it gets plus X plus 0. X is the number of other attacking creatures. Okay. Aggressive. Did they get one of the Igneous Cur or the Alpine Watchdog? They did. Nice. And the Battalion Foot Soldier package? Wow. Oh, it's just going crazy wide on us. We can go crazy wide on them, but they're going to win in the air, I think. Our Rustwing Falcon does not block anything. Can, however, play 2 creatures. Now they have to block with 3 creatures on the Warlords. I think now's our time to strike. Gonna jump. Huh. Gaining the 2 life is pretty good. Not gonna lie. Okay, well I'm glad I got rid of 3 of their creatures before they played that. Activate this ability. We can kill the Acolyte with the Epicure Blood. Doesn't seem that great. I think we maybe want to chump here. Save 5. Take 7. Oh, pacifism. That gets us some of the way there. If I attack with the Warlord, they can block with the Shield Mate. So they only lose 1 creature. Or they block with Shield Mate and Basri, so I'll be trading the Warlord for Shield Mate and Basri. They got 5 damage in the air. Definitely in trouble here. We do have a mana sink. If it gets to that, they already take 6 damage in the air. Let's activate this ability now. So yeah, we're just dead unless we can stop both these flyers next turn. Don't think we can. Oh, it's amazing when people get multiple battalion foot soldiers when they only had 1 pack to do it in. Skeleton Archer. Well, I guess we got 1 more turn, right? Because we can gain... No. We'd have to get rid of one of those. So, yep. We're going to the final game. Should have played that out, actually, because... my quests. Alright, how many people predicted this would be a 6 or 7 win deck? Because it's either one or the other. They're 6 and 2. My only regret that last game was not playing out the Skeleton Archer to get my quest. Yeah. We'll keep this. Falcon with Dub could bring us home, or we could just never draw another land and be in trouble. Like mutt. Question is whether I think we want to be able to keep the sky clear, so we'll just let ourselves take a hit here. Argument to be made for putting dub on something like the Dwarven Priest. Okay, opponent has open mana here. I'm just gonna back. We just pacify. They can still use its ability, so that doesn't really do much against it. What do you think? Can we draw another color? Scampering Sword. Holy camoli. What's the 1 damage at this point? If they attack with the 1/1s, that means they have this thing. Let's just pass. We're going to try to preserve our life total, even though we have life gain. We just need to hit some of our, you know, second and third colors. Oh, darn it, that's Furner.
Time to turn up the heat.
Yeah, we can kill one of those guys. They take big damage, but we won't need to be able to keep the flyer around. Can't quite take out the Ooh, we let it plus so they can deal damage to a target.
I'm getting all fired up.
That Magmat's just gonna kill us. Guess we gotta plan to Bone Splinter. Opponent has aggroed us. We got the Elementals deck. Nethlane.
Oh, I just want to hug all those fire
Nethlandinus. Okay, well. They have a shock. Bunctious Mutt. And kill the dub. Sure. They're gonna up again.
Take it easy.
Just in a desperation play here. Oh yeah, they had that.
Up in flames.
Alright, well, we never had a chance. I had a very good aggro deck. Still, 6-1, very good. Let's take a look at our deck here. I don't think I expected it necessarily to do so well. I mean, we did have Vito, which was fantastic. These Warlords were actually good, and we were able to splash them off this mana base. It was not great mana base, which was pretty good. Otherwise, I guess the Tempered Veteran did some good work for us. This Falcon and the Soul Mender were nice. Osri's Acolytes, generally always good. We did have to cast it that one time for no value, which was rough. Epicure was great. This Regal Bloodlord was as good as I suspected. 2/4 flying and make bats. I really got the Palladium Mirror Prismite thing going, but Dub was alright. Still does feel bad to get those 2-for-1s. Maybe should have played Marauder's Axe instead. It's hard to know. +2/+2 first strike is no joke. And pacifism was good. We wish we had another Take Vengeance maybe in that last game. Maybe. And hard to know. But that was the match. It was good. 6-3. Quite happy with that. Let's save this deck and get our prize. I have maxed out my decks. I'll delete one. What's Brawl deck do I not need? I don't need Mutation Station. That's one of those pre-mades. Alright, let's save that deck. Hey, are you still watching? Leave a hashtag Vito. VITOS. VITOVETOES. Yeah, subscribe and leave a comment and all that stuff is free to you, and it helps me a lot, so I appreciate it if you do that. And I'll just say, Magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.